I told them to watch the booth. All right. I want to welcome everybody here to the Jesters match here on the open stream. It's the little baby sister channel of the Mad Apple X stream. And, I need to
Hello,
move
hello.
on.
How's
What's
everybody
going on,
doing?
Chris G?
Pretty good. It's a beautiful day out, and I'm looking forward to some great pool.
So we got our Jesters match right now. It's Mike Gaines, and he's playing against Bill Hegewald. I always want to put the D in there. He corrected me.
Hegewald.
Yeah, Hegewald.
Yep, someone put a D in there last time. It wasn't me.
That was probably me.
Let's blame Patrick. He's not here.
That wouldn't be bad. So we're going to get these guys rolling. When I was trying to get them rolling, they weren't looking, and then we got rolling, forgot we didn't get them rolling. So here we go. The first leg, because we don't have a current Jester. The Jester that was Jay Christian. He was supposed to move up into the Knights, which he did not. So we have two fresh Jesters here today.
Right. Fresh start.
All right, that's it. Bill wins, so
What a nice leg. Right
Bill-
to the edge.
Bill gets to pick the game. And now we're going to break.
Oh,
leg
they're
for the break.
relagging. Something went wrong with that.
Nope, I'll explain that.
Okay.
The first leg was to see who got to decide what they were playing.
Oh,
And now this leg is to see who gets to break. And Bill looks like he took them both. So
that's pretty smart. Yeah, that's probably the only fair way to do it.
yeah, normally the incoming player or the opponent, the challenger, is the one that gets the opportunity to pick the game. So we have no idea. We'll find out here in a second when they update the. Well, they may not know to do that. They're both kind of new. So
Yeah.
we may have to go out there and update the race. Let's see how many balls he puts in the rack.
There might be 2 cue balls. He'll figure it out.
And we are definitely playing 8-ball.
Looks good. And Patrick Glenn says, I'll take the hit, but I'll be in later.
What's he talking about?
Well, I threw him under the bus with the misspelling
Oh, it was
of
him.
Bill's name. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Patrick, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, Patrick. Everybody misspells a name once in a while, and,
I still can't say Chris's name.
Yeah, that we just settled on G.
Yeah,
Just-
it's easy.
Yeah, just stick with G, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to try to re-explain it. It's fine. I do not mind. Well, here we go on the break. So being that it's 8-ball, we are racing to 7.
So you've been teaching me about sound. Is it bad that your voice keeps going into the red?
No, because my voice is more crisp.
What the heck are you trying to tell me?
Kendall got his lunch here delivered.
Well,
Hand delivered.
hand delivered. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, you can turn the bottom second one down like just a hair. Just a hair. On you? Yeah, bottom second, all the way at the bottom. There we go. That's better.
Oh, now you're so soft and cuddly to listen to.
That's the way to go.
All right, so here we are. 8-ball. Made a ball. Obviously, good break. Pretty
Nice open break, yeah.
Sides on solids.
Yeah, well, Ray Skenador is going to come up here and guest commentate. And he talks a lot louder than me, so might
Well, I'll
have to
have
readjust.
to maybe adjust his volume a little
Right.
bit.
Or just move away from the mic a little bit. Testing.
Yeah, he doesn't actually need a microphone. You would hear him.
Yeah. You can hear him in the pool hall through the mics, through plexiglass, through insulation. Clear as day. You should have seen. He came in late for the 8-ball weekly. And everybody was so happy. And then he walks in and they're like, oh, Ray's here.
He probably did that on purpose.
Yeah, he works till like 5 in the morning on Saturdays, I believe. So it's tough. But he still makes it every Sunday. Like clockwork.
I don't know if
Oh.
he had that, if he just rushed it, or
Probably a little bit of nerves, you know. first game nerves.
I feel like he shot it in like a second and a half.
Yeah, he aimed it up. He thought about it, and then I think he was jacked up, so you might have got a little masse going on that. Anytime you're jacked up with the cue and you don't hit the cue ball right in the center, you're never going to make the ball.
Well, unless you adjust. Yeah.
Right.
All right, Mike Gaines up to shoot, decides on.
He says, "I'm going to break up my problem balls and let you deal with this."
Well, except for it's wide open here for Bill, I think.
He might have been going for a combo there.
I feel like both these guys are getting up there and just cracking at the ball really fast. I don't know what it is.
Well,
it might be nerves.
You never know what's going to happen. I mean, in the Jesters, Knights, Queens, all the way up to the Kings. Different skill levels, different thought processes, different patterns. Let us know in the comments if you see something that you would have done differently, and we'll try to respond.
Well, so in this particular, let's take a look at the overhead since we're looking a little bit here. Solids is what he's got, right? And so he's got solids. He kind of got out of line here this first shot, I think.
Yeah, how do you get back? You shoot the 3 and then you're in nowhere land.
Well, it would be nice if he had the 5. That's the one he would really be looking for, but it's going to be tough from here. It's a good shot, but he really had no way to play position on that particular shot. So really he should be playing safe, which it looks like he did. The safety I see is possibly over behind the 8 off the 5. So slide off of the 5 ball over behind the 8 ball. Yeah, it's a little bit hard.
You're winging it a little to the right. Yeah, I didn't see an out on that after the 3, personally. But we all know how that goes. Especially in 8 ball, you shoot a shot, you have to readjust. Plan B, plan C, plan D. You just got to go with it. I mean, these guys, their Fargo ratings, they play a lot. But the cue ball control isn't always there, compared to, say, the Masters or the, pros. So it's a little difficult to just say, I want to leave the cue ball right here. Easy to say when you're sitting in the booth.
Well, and I think I'll tell you the hardest part about that whole thing, in my opinion. A lot of these guys, what is it? We got to bring up their sheets. I should give you control of that.
Sure, I can do that.
Because I'd be curious to see if they normally play on diamonds or if they normally play on valleys, because that really has a big effect, especially when you are in this level. Because I think that's the biggest difference. Like most of the guys that play at this level are like the guys that are firing balls in the bar. Like great shot makers. They don't play a lot of shape because the equipment didn't allow for it that much.
Well, interestingly enough, we've got Mike Gaines, typically plays on a diamond. And Bill plays mostly on a valley.
Yeah, that I believe.
So, knowing that, especially the people out there in internet world, I mean, you can see maybe a different style of play. Does one cheat the pocket more, slow roll more? When you're on a valley table, as most of us know, I mean, you don't usually slow roll a ball in.
Right. Somebody said that after the WSPA. I felt like I couldn't roll a ball. I'm like, you're on a valley. You don't roll balls on valleys. You hit balls on valleys.
Right. And if you don't practice,
stroke,
the stroke, stun run throughs, things like that. I mean, you're going to be in a world of pain.
Well, and this is new cloth, too, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. They did both kind of hit balls, but you can see they're just getting a little out of line here on all these shots. And like you said, is that the Fargo rating, or is that the new cloth, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, it could just be a little bit of everything. When you get a little nervous, you tend to underhit. You don't want to overhit. Maybe hit things a little softer, decelerate on the stroke. You know, he came out perfect on that.
Yeah, ended up couldn't have got any better. Almost too good. He's almost too straight.
Yeah, yep. The one may have caused a little issue if he would have bumped it and he missed it. It worked out pretty nice. I mean, I can see him just rolling this up for the 8 in the upper right. On this view, the upper left.
I was going to say I changed it up on you.
They know. And I appreciate all the viewers that are checking out the Jester's match. You know, feel free to share. Go over to YouTube if you're not on YouTube and subscribe. It really helps us. It's free.
Mike Gaines taking down the first game here in this Jester's match.
Finishes it up. What do they say? The first game and the last game?
Yeah, it was a little shaky here, first game. A couple misses, but I think he finished well.
Let me turn yours up a hair. Yep. Just a hair. There. And we worked real hard on the networking. We redid everything. And so far, knock on wood, everything's been good. I hope everybody is enjoying the match. The quality has improved, and we're definitely trying to get the sound a little better, you know, so people don't have to turn their TVs up so high.
It's kind of impossible because they can't completely get rid of me.
Yeah.
So it's tougher to work on the sound that way.
We just turn him down when he's not looking.
Right.
No.
I find your voice to be like nails on a chalkboard, to be honest with you.
I hear that a lot.
From your wife, probably.
from pretty much everybody. It's not my fault.
I like you, okay.
If you run the tournaments a lot, you're always talking, you're always answering the same question over and over.
That's why you talk a lot?
Well, that's how pool halls were back, 20 years ago. Everybody was just loud and obnoxious and
that's a true statement.
Nasally and whiny.
That's not me. All right, so pretty good break. You got these spread out. The 11 and the 2 look like they're a little bit of an issue. Or that must be the 4.
Thank you, Larry. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the views might not have the alert box. Larry enjoys seeing his name pop up.
Oh, yeah, let me get that. Hold on. Are you sure it didn't come up?
Oh. And drag it up or down to get it out of that box. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to keep an eye on it. I haven't seen it as well. Yeah, there we go.
I just tested it is all.
I want to thank Matt Elbow Extreme for the super chat of 90 imaginary dollars. Appreciate it.
Woo. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that too high pitched? All right, 10 the side. Looking like he's going to go down to the 12 ball here in the corner, coming across for the 13. I think he's got a good pattern here. I mean, 12 to the 13, and then you get back to those center 2 balls. Keeping in mind you got to get there for the the 9. So there goes the 12, coming back for the 13. I think you prefer to draw back right here and try and kind of slide up into the dead center on the table here. If he's got enough angle.
Yeah, that worked out nicely. He's got some options.
Right, yeah.
15-9?
Yeah, I think 15-9, and that way you can use... Well, it'd be nice if that 14 went past the 6 here, down into the corner. I don't mind this if he's got a straight line off. Yeah. I didn't mind that shot if he actually had the line, which I think he did, but he rushed it a little bit.
Yeah, and he opted to take the harder shot to possibly have either one of the side pockets for the next shot, making the 8 ball a little easier.
He's going to start off with the 7 down the rail, come over to the 3 or the 1 here, I think. Or is he coming down table first? Must be now. think I'd move up to the 4 and the 6 right now.
You might be eyeballing the 2. Roll up for the 1 in the side.
3 ball mix, maybe. Well, you're gonna.
Yeah,
you're
I
right,
think like a Jester, so I'll get a little bit more of these right than you. Maybe.
So basically, what you're saying is, I'll tell them the way they should play it.
Sure.
And you tell them the way they're gonna play it.
Sure. Hey, if he gets out here, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
it was
MH.
well played.
I've heard that one before. You can't be stealing other people's stuff like that.
I'm just trying to be neutral, like like NATO. I'm not good enough to pick on people, so I'm just gonna say, you know what? If the rotation works for that particular player, sometimes you get out of line. You go with Plan B, Plan C. I mean, that's the beauty of 8-ball. Now, if you're playing 9-ball or 10-ball, you have to be almost perfect.
I can't believe you just made it out like I'm picking on people. I'm not picking on anybody. I pick on you. That's about it.
I'll just pay you back for the sound comments. Okay, so everybody's got to know out there that I was trying to correct the sound a little bit, and I was bringing the mids down a little on Kendall.
Didn't you say something about me sounding whiny?
I did not say that. You said that.
I don't know.
Yeah, so now I'm never going to hear the end of it. So that's where that's coming from.
Talk to them like they're stupid.
Well, this is a good leave. So now you can just roll up off the rail, come back for the 8, the opposite corner. Pretty natural.
Yeah, it's a nice angle. You can just float this ball forward. You don't have to do anything special to it.
He chose to be a little fancy and get a little closer.
He might have had a little more angle than what we could tell necessarily, too.
Yeah, and a lot of these players might not prefer to use inside English, so he used running and just went 2 rails.
1-to-1.
Starting off a great match.
I think it's interesting every time we either host or I've been to or seen the 500-ish players at their own tournaments, like 500 and under or whatever it is. The Calcuttas on those things are usually huge.
Oh, yeah.
Because every one of them thinks they're going to win the tournament. And
right.
They're huge in the way that they spend the money on themselves.
Right.
A lot of them buy themselves really high because they figure they can beat any 500 in the room.
Well, and that's the thing. When you got pros and masters in and you're a 400, you typically don't want to pay a whole lot in the Calcutta. But, yeah, when they cap it at 450, 500, I mean, they go all out. Some of those Calcuttas are unbelievable. So we're moving to rack 3. This is BCA ball in hand rules. Winner breaks. Race to 7, 8-ball.
Good old Johnny Kramer. They had their golf outing this weekend over the weekend for the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame, one of our sponsors.
Seemed pretty cool. Seemed like a success.
It was great. We had a whole sponsor out there, so it's would have loved to go and play, but
the weather was beautiful for it.
Oh, couldn't ask for better, I don't think. What a great break that was. I think got a little unlucky.
One problem ball.
Tying up those two. But if that goes, 15, I think that combination throws in there. It'd be close. Depends on how tight they are together.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it looks like it does not go. But you never know with the throw, which is kind of a weird physics thing when on frozen balls.
Hey, I am curious because I haven't seen it. So if you guys could, anyways, go out there and like and share, but do it specifically now. Just I want to see that we're actually hooked up here. You guys should be coming up on screen when you do those kind of things. So I don't know if I have to refresh this, possibly. Oh, there. There we go. Mike has subscribed.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, I mean, I think after a while you start to not see those. We do our best to see them, and maybe they weren't working right.
No, they weren't because here I can look. Look, 9 hours ago that happened actually.
Oh.
So I just thanked him for one that he had yesterday.
I think when you hit refresh, it's going to probably do it every time.
Oh, I see. Yep.
It also could be something in the settings. We'll have to take a look at that. But we do appreciate if you are liking, subscribing, and we don't see it. Just know that we thank you. Eric Korb.
Contact Mason Cook is the answer to your question.
How you doing, Eric?
He asked how he gets back on the list, and that's to get a hold of Mason Cook via Facebook.
So, he's going to shoot the 3, possibly the 5 next. I still don't know where the 6 is going. Also, the 8 is blocked. It's a very uncomfortable rack to be making balls on. But he knows as well as, his opponent that there's a tied up ball. So maybe he's planning a safe.
Should be trying to break the 6 right here. That'd be the right shot.
Yeah, I think he nailed it. Came a little short.
Yeah, that's got tough to impossible. You better be thinking about ducking.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. I mean,
7 goes up in the corner, so that's what he's going to shoot. Leave yourself an angle to come around off 2 rails and break the 6 and hope to get lucky to have a leave.
Yeah, and you're getting a problem ball out of the way, even if you miss. And you're still leaving a ball tied up, so you might see the table again. Not a bad option. Looks like he's going to do it after the 5.
Yeah, I don't know how he's going to get at the 6.
Or was that pink?
He needed the 4 ball. Oh, he's going to bank this, I see. That's a
doable.
Worthy thought, I think.
Break it up.
I didn't see that. It's a good choice, I think. It's tough. He's still got a tough angle to do it from.
And you kind of have to hope for a good leave that gets you back to the 8.
Yeah. See, and if he would have cut that more, he would have been even further away from that.
Right. He might have.
He had to force draw that in.
I bet you that 8 banks, too. From that angle right there, not that he could have shot it right now, but maybe that 8 goes in the upper left pocket there. But not an issue anymore. Great save. Smart play. Now, no matter what you do here, I think you just don't want to break up the 6. That's the key.
Yeah, right. Kick 2 rails if you have to at the 7, whatever you got to do. But I would agree you don't want to get that 15 broke out.
Appreciate it, Larry. Yeah, we put in a lot of hours and redid everything from the ground up. Oh, so Mason's saying, if you want to get on the list for any of the divisions, send Mason Cook a Facebook message. And if he doesn't respond, he'll still put you on the list. It's just sometimes he's busy, he's running around doing the pro tours and whatnot. So just keep that in mind. We're working on consolidating the list to probably maybe something a little more user-friendly. Try to help him out when he's off playing in China or Russia or England or wherever those pros play. Interesting.
Yeah, it didn't get easy, did it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would definitely not bank this ball like I think he's looking at, but
yeah, he shook his head. I don't believe he wants to shoot this. I think you're ducking here.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, you can go for it. You can still try and get out, but it's up table. It's not off of the 15. Because the 15 goes. That's the nice thing about the way that worked out for him. Well, that's about the worst he could have left it because he left an opportunity here for Bill.
Yeah, it's one of those where
Well, he's
if
got
you hit
nothing
it.
to lose. He's
Right.
he's in the worst position on the table. He's got a shot at. Oh boy. Oh well, maybe. I don't know. What do I know? I would have shot the 7, tried to break the 6.
It comes down to a confidence level. You know, if you don't feel confident.
I mean, look at how he hit that. He
Right.
knew enough to hit that to even move it over to get it to the rail. You know what I mean?
He's gambling now. He's hoping he gets another shot at the table. And if he does, now
I'm just
all his
saying, that's
balls are
tougher
open.
That's tougher than the pocketing, I think. Almost.
Yeah, I would have probably shot the 7 and rolled into that cluster. But if you're not feeling confident, you know, obviously plan B might be a better option. I mean, this is not an easy shot. Might look easy on TV, but you're looking at on the rail, 7 feet down, people watching. It's never easy.
Until it's easy.
Hey, James. Yeah, typically there's an alert box that will pop up the likes and subscribes. I've seen your name pop up. It happens quite a bit after you do it because you got to go through the delay of the stream.
Yeah, but it's
and
not
everything
working
else.
right now.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at it. It's a minor issue. We'll get that fixed. We definitely want you guys to know that we appreciate the likes and subscribes. So even if it doesn't show on the screen, we do see it and we do appreciate it. We'll take a look at that later, maybe in between the Jesters and the Knights match, because we don't want to break anything during the stream. It's not that. This isn't updating. We'll have to restart it. Yeah, we're taking a quick peek. Well, that was a good out. He,
Great
it
job,
paid
man.
off. So his gamble of opening up his ball and just saying, you know what, if I get another shot, I'm going to go for it. The gamble paid off. All right, so Mike is from Rockford, Illinois. And we got Bill from Athens, Wisconsin.
What was the name of the pool hall in Rockford? I used to go there and play.
Somebody's got to know.
Him and the Karen room. So the pool hall there and the Karen room always ran their tournaments like opposite weekends of each other.
Right.
So you would either go to Rockford or you would go to the Karen room.
Yeah, if anybody knows the pool hall
Can't think of the name of it for some reason.
out in Rockford,
There's got to be. If there's
let us
guys
know.
watching Mike Gaines, I know him. If he
Yeah, for
plays out of
sure.
Rockford, somebody.
we'll get the answer.
All right, 2-1. Bill Hegewald takes the lead over Mike Gaines in our Jesters match every week here on Sundays on the open stream. We have our Jesters match at 1:30. Drills it straight into the side pocket. All right, since we're talking about breaking, let's talk about the racks. So they like the pattern rack. It's up near the top, I think. Yeah. First one, I think. The first yes or no. There you go.
All right, template racks, not pattern racks,
Oh,
template
yeah,
racks.
That's what I meant.
Well, it looks like Mike dislikes, the template racks, where Bill prefers the template racks.
Well, that should be a third option. So we could have dislike, hate,
Yeah.
like, and prefer.
Isn't that a little weird though? He plays on valleys and prefers template racks. It's like a double negative. At least in my mind. They both enjoy using the jump cue.
Well, we haven't seen the need for one yet, so. Has he made a decision here yet? Is he, I kind of was looking away. Do you know where we stand?
No. I do believe a stripe is down, so he's choosing the solids, which other than the 4-ball looks decent.
It's a nice draw shot to get back on that 3. Had to hit that ball. Hit it very well.
Yeah, he decided to clean up one side of the table, then work on the bottom. I'm guessing maybe roll into the 2 after the 3 and possibly break out the 4, and the rest should be, pending good rolls. Hey, paper. Yeah, the template racks are nice if the balls are clean, for sure. I mean,
and new, like you said.
Right.
Because they get, especially as much as we put them through the polisher, we keep them clean here.
Right.
You'd be surprised how much that rubs off every time you run them through there. Not to mention just the natural rolling on the table.
Yeah, that makes sense. Used balls. So paper said used balls can be a smaller diameter and not end up sitting tight. Also, those template racks, they wear out if you use them a lot. You definitely have to get a new template rack, depending on how much you use it, quite frequently.
Larry, the only Mad Apple I'm allowed to build is in Florida. Otherwise, I have to find a new wife.
Nothing wrong with Florida.
No, I know, but he wants one up in Wausau.
Ah. Yeah, there's not a lot of pool halls up there. Just bars with possibly good tables here and there spread around northern Wisconsin. Yeah, I was actually happy to find out that there was a pool hall here about 3-4 years ago. I took 20 years off. Everything was closed. I really didn't go anywhere anymore. And then I was like, wait, there's a pool hall? Someone told me about Mad Apple. And never really looked back.
We haven't been able to get rid of them since.
Yeah, I know, right? Wedged myself in. It depends on who you talk to, paper. If you're talking to the manufacturer, they're going to say they never wear out. But we use them for break pots and tournaments, and also Mason breaks constantly. He's working on, his break techniques and whatnot. And yeah, those holes, they widen up after a while, and you can't just roll them into place anymore when they need to be replaced. Maybe, I don't know what the actual time is. But
somebody's got to have like a amount of breaks. Otherwise, that's a study Mason could do while he's practicing his break.
Well, yeah, and it's also, who takes care of them. I mean, if it's just you at home, it might last you forever. But if it's being used at a pool hall nonstop during tournaments and whatnot, I mean, they end up getting thrown on the floor, abused. Where a wooden rack, a good quality wooden or metal rack, I mean, you just don't have that problem. Appreciate it, Larry. He says the people in Appleton area are spoiled with having the Mad Apple and grill in that area. Best pool hall in Wisconsin, in my opinion. I'm sure Kendall will not disagree with you on that one, and I also agree. I live like 5 minutes away. I couldn't be happier.
I'm just humbled and appreciative. Thanks, Larry. I do appreciate it. We got a lot of people that work hard to make this place what it is, so I just enjoy that we're able to do it. But I feel like people that are actually from here kind of take it for granted.
Yeah, not like everything. You take everything for granted after a while. Well, it's a good question, paper. I mean, we run 3 weekly tournaments, a week, obviously. And we used to use template racks, and then some people didn't want to use them. And now we just go with, hey, if both opponents want to use one, they can grab one from the stack.
Right.
But right now, yeah, not one player in here is using a template rack.
When you mentioned metal and wood racks, but we have the diamond plastic racks, which I think are the best racks out there.
Yeah,
I really do. And I'm not just saying that because we have them. I saw them that one year at State, and I'm like, these things are slick. They really rack well.
They don't wear out. like the wooden rack, sometimes you'll get little dimples in there. You know, the only thing with the plastic rack or any regular rack, you gotta clean the gum from the spots that the balls typically sit on, and you know, especially on a warmer day, otherwise they will stick to the rack. But I mean, honestly, just a little little Scotch Brite, little towel action. I mean, it doesn't take much. They last forever.
I heard Armor All works really well on the inside to coat it with Armor All after you clean it.
I mean, once that gummy piece is cleaned out, I mean, anything to just keep it slick. I mean, nothing worse than racking a perfect rack, moving the rack away, and it sticks to the front of the, you know, the one ball will stick to the front. I'm sure many of you have seen that. Yeah, we're doing a Sunday weekly tournament right now, and we're looking out. Every table's full, and not one person has requested a template rack.
25, I think. Right?
Yeah. Yep, $75 added. Thanks to Kendall.
I'm so generous.
They're doing a race to 4-3, no handicap, just tiered entry, which the lower ranked players don't mind as much. You know, obviously they want a handicap, but they don't mind getting a good lesson for a lesser fee.
I smoked that ball in there perfect. That was a nice shot. Came up pretty good too, actually.
Yeah, this could work out. Oh, he stroked that ball in too. He must be feeling it. Got a little fortunate rubbing off the stripe, leaving him pretty darn nice on the 8. No real issue for scratching. The 10 ball is protecting the bottom side. Perfect.
Oh,
rolls it in.
You know, a couple rails. It's all the same on paper. Yep, good shot though. So that brings Mike to 3-2 for Bill.
All right, and a little bit about the equipment. Mike Gaines uses P-Shower Custom with the Rogue 2.4, and he prefers
2.4. My God, that must be the smallest shaft I have ever heard
He
of.
prefers the 2.4, 12.4, with a Howe medium tip.
And how?
Now, Bill, on the other hand, shoots with a Viper and a P-Shower P-Light. Is that the break cue? The P-Light?
No, the P-Light shaft is like their segmented shaft, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's got a Viper for the butt and a P-Shower P-Light for the shaft at 11.25 millimeter. Interesting. Slightly different preferences there.
My first cue was about that. It was 11.5, I think.
Yeah, I never went lower than 12. I just don't see the need for it. I'm not playing snooker. I'm not on a 9-footer. And my stroke is a little off. I feel like the bigger tip just gives me...
well, you don't have as much control, I don't think.
Right. Which is okay for me.
But you have to hit the ball a lot cleaner with a narrower tip.
Right. You know, some people say the smaller tip helps them find the middle of the ball better. So, you know, to each their own. I've heard it all different ways.
Well, so this break is he second ball breaking? It looks like a second ball break.
Everything kind of moved over, yeah.
We'll have to pay attention. All right, opting for stripes, it looks like. Which I think is a good choice for the most part. You just have the one pocket kind of closed off to you.
Make that fan. Taking a good look at the table.
Well, he just shot the stripe in the corner. So
okay.
He's got stripes.
Yeah, I think, you know, the only problem here is what, the 11, 15? Going to have to work through those. Ah, interesting. Gets down and around. Possibly 14 in the side.
I mean, he was just trying to get to the upper side there because he had all three of those balls, which he's got to somehow get down table. But I guess I was thinking that he would probably clear that 11-13 while he was down here yet. But we're going to see the 14 on the side. Yeah, now you're going to see a bank shot. I don't think he's going to be able to resist it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else going on here. I think he might be thinking safety.
And he did.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not a bad choice. It looks like the 2 did open up. I mean, why not use that chance to get the 2 out of there? Pile them up with the rest of your balls, but still got to get that 1 out eventually. Beautiful. Well, I have to play a match, Kendall. I'm sorry to leave you, but we will send someone up here to take my place. Maybe
Who
it'll
are you
be
going to send?
I don't know. No matter who it is, it'll be an improvement, though, so you'll be okay.
I like commentating with you, Chris. Mr. G.
Oh, I appreciate it, Kendall. Same here. It's always fun. I'll be back. I just got to fly through a race to 4 real quick, and I'll pop back over here. All right.
All right, we'll see you in a little
Thanks,
bit.
everyone.
All right, maybe you could have Sadline come over.
Okay. I don't know.
Anthony. Anthony is our current knight. We're going to see if he can, if he wants to come up here and talk with me for a little bit. All right, so Mike getting back to the table. Also, he forgot to mark his game, so let me have Mike mark his game. All right, good. Anthony's going to come on up here and speak with us a little bit. Like I said, he's our current knight. And stop in and we'll chat about this Jester's match a little bit. Maybe even a little bit about his match coming up. All right, they say the score is correct, so that would mean it's correct. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
All right, so as long as you can hear yourself back, you're doing good.
All right.
So in the booth with me is Anthony Sadlon, right?
That's
I
right.
said that we're not messing it up every week?
No, just that once, but...
Just once, okay. So, anyways, well, good to have you, and we're here in our Jester's match. Do you know either one of these guys?
I know Mike Gaines.
All right, sure. And then Bill, I always want to put a D in his name. So Hegewald is Bill's last name. And kind of, this is how we look up your guys' information. This is that form you filled out.
I remember.
So it kind of, everything's right there. Kind of tells you everything about these guys.
So who chose the game today?
So because they were both new, we leg for that first choice, right? So to decide who gets to choose, and Bill got to choose, and then after that we leg to see who actually gets to break, and Bill also won that leg. So
wow,
his first leg was like dead perfect. He put it almost exactly onto the end rail.
I'm a fan of the lag. It's a true art.
Yeah, I mean, I think, everything else we do in our game is skill and a technique and something that we practice. I don't understand why we flip coins.
Agreed.
Especially with alternate break. Now you just are talking about the best coin flipper you got. All right, he's banking this one, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, he did go to cut it. I thought I saw him flick his cue over. Look at this.
Little two-way there, huh?
I guess. I don't know that was planned, but Pretty sure he ended up pretty good. Let's take a look from Mike's perspective. Well, I'm sure it's not going to get much better.
It's tough to get past that 13.
How many weeks have you been our knight?
I think 3 now.
Nice.
This will be 4.
This will be 4. Listen to the confidence.
Yep.
Yep. Good. Well, so how far away from moving up into the Kings are you? How many points you got to get?
39 points. So 561.
See Larry Dassel looking to get your opponent up here commentating. Do you know Todd?
I believe, yeah. I've seen him a couple times. I haven't shot him before, though.
All right.
He's been to the ballroom a handful of times. That's where I shoot out of. Saw him at State. I believe he shot with my friend Lyle McDowell.
Oh, okay. It's funny what a small world it is, especially all the older players, because we used to always travel all over the place. Now everybody kind of sticks.
Yeah.
A lot of times don't move around a whole lot.
Yeah, I started shooting a lot of pool in Fond du Lac in the early 2000s, late 99, then going into the 2000s. And, yeah, I kind of just stuck there, and the Magnet, basically. And then Sharks in Appleton.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, yeah, I didn't really have any. I mean, you can go to the green room back then, Madison.
Yeah, now there's nothing in Madison. Isn't that crazy?
No, yeah, just Brass Ring. That's a nice place. All big table.
Oh, Larry said he was practicing with Todd this week, and that he's got him in top form. So
attaboy, Larry.
Yeah.
Attaboy. Hey, great pool. That's what it's about. Honestly.
Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Lisa Heckman joining us. One of our long-time loyals. All right, back to our match. We got Bill kind of running out here. Looks like he might have that 4. Still going to be tough to get over to the 7, even if he would.
Mm-hmm.
And,
do you follow it, or do you kind of draw
I think
back?
you push through, yeah. Try and not hit the 8 would be the goal. Well, I did hit it. Still came out okay, though.
Yep.
Not too bad.
Yep.
I would have thought he would have, but he didn't have the angle. It's always tough from up here. You can't really tell the angle the same,
Right.
See if he can get this to spin up a little bit.
Yep. Worked out.
Yeah, he hit that good. So as long as he puts this down, he's going to take the lead 3 games to 2 in this race to 7. Nice little out there by Mr. Hegewald. Take a look at that 8 ball again. Put down the 3rd win. And so let's see. 3 weeks, going on 4. Way too many points away. So how long are you going to run?
As long as you'll let me.
How many? Well, that's what I'm saying. How many weeks do you think it's going to take before they get somebody in here that can beat you?
Well, I last week was tough. I was on about 4 hours of sleep. I shot a tournament at the ballroom the night before, and that was, well, I guess 2 weeks ago, not on Mother's Day, the week before Mother's Day. I thought that's when I was going to lose. I didn't feel good that day at all. So I guess it's just all, who do I play? What mindset? What demon is in my head that day?
Yeah, isn't that the truth with all of us, right?
I mean,
all right. So here, we're kind of Christmassy today. You got the green going, I got the red going.
That's right.
It's kind of, if we had a few, it almost looks like an ornament behind us there. What a smashing break that was.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, the 8 and the 2 is the obvious standout here.
Right.
Everything else is looking okay, so it's really about how do you break the 8-2. And I think stripes to me, but that's start with that 15 maybe.
15 inside, yeah.
The problem, well, It's really not bad, I guess. 10 ball is probably, if you want to create a problem other than the 8, I would say the 10. But the 8, actually, if you could even play shape to the 8, you wouldn't even necessarily have to break it, depending on how he laid out.
Right. He's taking the 5 or the 15?
Yeah, it looks like he's shooting the 15.
Yeah.
I don't know how you take. You can't really take solids here. Uh-oh. See, that was kind of the issue I saw, is he was going to roll down table. So he was going to have a second shot that wasn't necessarily easy.
Right.
$15 again, probably.
Yep, 15 again. But
pushes
at
the
least
10 out nice, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say. His next shot will be a lot easier than Bill's would have been.
Yeah, just pocket speed this ball, I think, and you end up on the 9 or even the 10 possibly, right?
Well, yeah, and if you use the 10 a little bit, you'll be able to hold it for the 9 and maybe get a breakout ball for the 8 with using the 10.
Right. The angle's just right. You could actually draw and push the 10 up over by the 8, even a lot of things.
Right.
He's going to go with the first simple one we said. Run into it.
Right, so now if he draws just a touch, maybe an inch or two, he might have that angle. Break that out and still have a shot for the 16 or the 16, 14.
Put himself right about in the crosshair of the H on our Hall of Fame cam logo there.
Yep.
Would be ideal, I think.
Oh, he got short.
Yeah, a little bit. You would have liked to come back a couple more inches at least. And he's going to have to shoot that, so I think you just stop this here, leave an angle for the 14 to come around 2 rails. Yep. So you still shoot that 10, try and create an angle off the 14 to come around. Let's give you guys a look at it from the top view so you see what I'm saying.
If I know Mike, he's thinking, I got 2 shots at it.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately.
Firing. Yeah, Mike,
That's right.
Mike plays out of the ballroom too, right?
Yeah, well, he plays out of the carom room, but he plays at the ballroom often. He taught me how to play one pocket.
All right.
That's a fun game.
He got just about perfect there. I like this angle.
Very good.
I think the thing you got to be careful of is hitting 2 square on the 6. You know, you really got to kind of glance off that 2.
Right.
I said 6, but I meant the 2.
Right. Oh, he's going after 13.
Drawing straight over. Yeah, he missed it.
Now he's got to
perfect. How he used that 4 ball to slow things down a bit.
Yeah. He's shooting over it. He sure is. Well, it'll help him stun it.
Jacked up. Yeah, right.
Missed it twice.
Yeah. Well, on his favorable side, the 8 ball does still go to the left.
Sure does.
So
that's an optimistic viewpoint.
Yeah, and I mean he's got to play it at this point. You could
Absolutely.
try and get around the 2 backside of the 2, but I think that's pretty tough.
Right. Yep, I think. Oh, he's going on the side. 2 rails in the side. He's calling.
Must be the straight angle off the carom off the 2 there.
Well, in this way, you can stop it and at least possibly control the cue ball a little bit. No. Oh, he got it.
You're a little quick there. Nice shot.
Sorry.
Beautiful shot by Mike. We're going to take another look at that. And I was even thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm going to get it on the overhead. Because I hope I didn't miss it. I might have. You guys are going to be mad at me because I think I missed that. Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. 2 rails in the side, off the 2, straight in it goes. What a beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's a very good shot.
It was almost like I got to enjoy it twice, though. That's really nice looking.
Yeah, he played that well.
All right, back to the break. It's probably one of the highlights for sure this week, I would think. Chris is going to put together that highlight tape. That's one heck of a break, or a 8-ball shot there.
Yeah, those are fun to watch. I saw the last one you guys made of the king.
Well, you got a little lackluster on that break. One ball still dropped.
There you go.
Just never really got him moving
No.
too much. This whole center of the rack kind of stayed there.
Yep.
313. Probably the biggest problem, 313. But
Yep.
you got that 11 and the 12 sitting there. Or I'm sorry, 312 that is.
312.
Yeah, and that's the 11 and 13.
You play with the same color balls for how long, and then they change it up on you.
Well, and the only reason really for here is it's supposed to make it easier for us to be able to tell the difference between the 4-ball and the 2-ball. Otherwise, they look too similar.
Mm-hmm.
But then you confuse the 4 with the 5 and the
All the time.
yeah. I mean, so it's about a horse apiece, really.
Yeah.
All right, so Mike looking.
He's going to try to hold this as much as he can to go for the 13 or the 11. Good job.
Yeah, and I like that. He's going to push. He's got a good angle that he's going to kind of push into that 312. That's kind of a problem here.
Mm-hmm.
Should be able to knock the 8 into it off that 11.
I wonder if that goes to his left, that 13 or the 12 rather.
I'll
Past
tell you,
the
the
3.
nice thing of being in control here is we can just go here and take a look. It looks like he's actually going to play the 11 ball here. Still a good shot. Well, he didn't knock him out of there, though. He avoided the 8.
No. I'm
Good
thinking he
shot.
wanted to, though, with that kind of pace.
Yeah, he was trying to hit into him,
Mm-hmm.
is what you're saying, yeah. Well, here, naturally, to kick out into that 2 ball, leave him there for the 13 in that pocket. He actually had an out there. Or 12 ball over in the left pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Could even maybe got rid of the 14 ball on the side first. It's probably tighter than it looks, though.
Yeah.
All right, so Bill has an opportunity here with solids.
Play it safe, or is he going to bank it?
Looks like he's going to play to make his 10 ball.
I see, yeah.
Or whatever that is, 14. 10. Oh, he didn't do it. Well, he might regret that one. It might make a good opportunity, and he kind of opened up the one little bit of trouble that Mike did have.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because he can push the 8 out if he wants to a little bit.
Yep. Well, he just answered our question. I guess it does go.
Oh, yeah. A little tricky here.
Yep.
Not necessarily straightforward.
Put a little draw inside. What do you think? Just walk it up the rail?
I think I'd come around for the 11 in the side, to be honest with you. I think I'd come
I see.
this way around the top rail. I don't like trying to come back through here, I think. I think you come up over, more above the 8 and the 3, and you would have it in the corner, too. Something like that.
It's traffic either way.
He came out, though. I mean,
Yep.
he can make this shot for sure. It's definitely a little bit of a cut back, but makeable. And the 8's a little bit questionable because you're moving it.
Right.
So, see how he plays. There's some light. Shot.
Yeah, that worked out really well. Excuse me.
So I could pull up your info sheet, but do you have any other hobbies? Is it just pool, or do you got other things you kind of work at?
Yeah, golf.
Golf?
Yep.
All right.
Golf. I like to garden. That's it's been taking up a lot of my time lately. That's
What kinds of things?
Vegetables, fruits. We got quite a few fruit trees, and we have a greenhouse plus an outdoor garden with an onion patch, all the herbs you can think of.
That's pretty cool.
Strawberries, grapes, you name it.
Like real food, just like we have here.
Real food. It's called the food forest, actually. Yeah.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, we're a all organic family, so it's cost effective, actually.
It is. It's a shame we lose those skills. How to actually make a cheese sauce or make whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because they make all this stuff that's just crap.
Yep. Yeah. Our family, we're foodies, so
Awesome.
we really enjoy. That's one good thing you have here. Your food is great quality, and it's hard to come by nowadays.
Thank you. Yeah, and the guys in the kitchen do a great job. You can only do so much, and then it's up to the guys that you hire.
That's right. But
and
hey,
they
it's
do
just
well.
all you can do is plan.
All right, so hit him hard, but I don't know that he got one that time.
Pushed everything to the rail.
Yeah, everything's up top there. It's weird. It was funny. You saw it in the way that he broke. There wasn't like a pop to it. It was like this push, yeah. And it reacted the same way in the break, which teaches you something, If you want to snap and you want them to pop open, you snap at it. It is a pop when you hit them right.
Right.
Horizontal jump shot.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, going to start out with solids, I believe. He's going to shoot this 3. I mean, the 1 goes, so it's not like the 1 doesn't go. I think the 5 makes it past the 9. Got a lot of little...
Oh, yeah, if the 5 goes past the 9, you should be sitting really well. 4 to get to the 2 balls down.
Playing off the 1 to do that? Looks like he might be. He did, yeah.
Open it up a little bit.
I'm just off today. I'm not... my brain's too slow to be editing today.
Right. Well, it's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. What's going on, Jeff Jansen? I know you said hi a while ago. I intended to say hi to you before. Probably gone by now. Nice shot. He did snake that around there. It was definitely tight.
Pocket speed.
Yeah, I like the look of this table, actually. If he can just... This is the key right here.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of choices, so let's see what he does with it. When in doubt, hit it hard.
I guess.
That's what he did. And I think he came out pretty good. Can't quite see if he's got it,
Yeah,
but I think he does. Might have waved his hand as a safety. Didn't quite get down there, so Bill going to get an opportunity now. Or I'm sorry, Mike, back to the table.
Yeah, as Bill, this is what you always dread. You open the whole table up, and the table looks so good, and you just go that little bit too much. And
it's amazing how much better their balls always look after you do that, too.
Isn't it? It sure is.
Get half your balls out of the way, it just suddenly looks so easy.
Insult to injury, isn't it?
Yep. Just a little bit surprised he's not just clearing the 2 and the 7 out of this end. Then coming back for the 1 and back around. Or am I in the wrong balls?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mike has big ones.
My goodness. Told you I was tired today.
That's all right. Mike was just looking at which one to take first. They all looked really good. It's probably draw back here for the 13 next.
Yeah, I kind of like using the 11 for shape to the 8.
Yeah.
I think that's your last ball before the 8.
What's he asking?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We don't play music from here.
Oh,
We don't take requests.
that's pretty funny. I think we both had a look of confusion.
He's looking at you going, huh?
What?
You're
Yeah.
looking at him going,
I have no idea what you do.
huh? All right, little stop shot, leave an angle here. Nope, drew back. You
No,
know,
it just has to hit
I don't
center.
want to say too hard, but maybe just a touch harder than
Yeah.
he would have liked. You know.
Well, yeah, now you have to think about it, and that's what he probably didn't want to do.
Larry, thank you very much for asking. You asked how the junior league turned out. Nice little shot there. And it was good. We had less players than I would have liked, but what's great this time, we have about 4 kids that showed up for today. It is the middle of summer, or about to be. And it's nice because I can work really one-on-one with them. There's one kid that probably wouldn't have... It would have taken him a long time to really get the mechanics down.
Yeah.
But because I was able the last 2 weeks actually to work with him for probably 20, 25 minutes both weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got it down a little bit now, you know, and it's good to see. I actually worked with Morgan here playing on table 8. She's one of our juniors. She's 16.
Oh, awesome.
And she just had a couple of mechanical things that we had to fix, you know, and it's nice to be able to help these kids and see them improve. And like, I almost enjoy more the kid that just picked up a cue the one time and just started banging balls around, and he just fell in love with the idea of it and has no idea what he's doing, because that's who I was.
That's it's training your replacement, right?
Yeah, and so it's fun to be able to see that kid kind of like every one of those little things click in his mind.
Absolutely.
You know, so I like the idea that I was able to work very one-on-one with all these kids, you know. And then I got one kid that's back who has just really great mechanics already, and he's played quite a bit with us. So him I'm able to go into more depth and really some detail with, which is also terrific. So
And it keeps you sharp.
It does, I'll tell you, and I feel like I'm playing some of the best pool, maybe not the most winning pool, but the best pool of my life. I've won more when I knew less.
Yeah.
You know, testosterone and just spitfire go a long way when you're a kid, you know.
Yeah, you got that right. Boy, don't we. I think, well, the majority of us do anyway.
It's amazing what it does to truly believe you're the best player in the room, no matter what anybody says to you.
Yeah. Hey, I shoot a lot with Randy Lamar. I know what you're saying.
But, I mean, it's amazing how well that works. And
Yeah.
if you truly believe that in your mind, you're unbeatable sometimes.
That's right. Yeah, Mike's really turned this into a good-looking run.
I agree. This is the key shot right here. He's got to get back out on that one, and really any angle is good. You just got to make sure you get back out to shoot it.
Boy, I would think
I would come one rail, just stun out in between, play it safe, and get right there. Because you can come around the three rails off the one ball for the 8.
Oh, see, that was what I was afraid of with the draws, going into all that traffic.
He hit it good.
Just come 3 rails now. Use the 10 as your stopper.
See, I don't think I would play this hard enough to get to there. Even if you're here, it's good. He's in trouble, I think. Too far.
There's the 10.
Oh my God, he hit it perfect.
Yep. Well, I didn't mean that literally. That's just as a point in my brain. That's where I
Yep.
would have picked on the table.
To aim to, yeah. It's a great shot.
Yeah. That's close. I think he should be okay, though.
Yeah, if I look over at the actual physical table, it looks like he's got plenty of room.
Plenty of room.
So you should just roll this thing forward. Yep, good shot there. Ding is here. What's going on, Ding? I gave Mark Bell the nickname Ding.
Okay. I like that. I see what you did there.
Yeah. And thanks, Tom. Yeah, I love doing it. I think the biggest junior class we had was 12, and it was great. But you're not able to quite do the same things with them that you are with a smaller group like this. So,
got to start somewhere, and yeah, you got to build the base, and it'll only get better. Let's see if you can.
I just look at, for me, it's quality too matters. You know, you got, Caden Hillman. I had him since he was 9.
Yeah.
He just won another juniors up in Escanaba.
Nice. No, I didn't hear about that, but yeah.
Big old trophy. It's the first trophy he brought me.
Is that right?
He won that, and it's up in the case up there. So, congratulations again to him.
Yeah.
That kid, I tell you, just mentally, how strong that kid plays, and it's because he's got such solid mechanics.
Yeah.
Not to pat myself on the back, but that's why it's so important to me when I teach these kids. It's all about mechanics. They can have their own game all they want, but they got to learn the proper mechanics.
Well, I mean, even like an experience like you have here with the Jesters or the Knights or the Queens or the Kings. You know, when you're under the lights, if you have good mechanics, you don't have to worry about your heart beating or, am I gonna miss? It's all in your head. But if the mechanics are there, you don't have to worry about it. It's automatic.
So it's an interesting table. The 2-ball is definitely the solids issue. But I think I don't know if it does have a pocket or not. Just stroke the heck out of that.
I think he was,
as I should say, it's in no particular place.
Yeah. Not sure what he wanted. If he was going for the 2.
I can't imagine this was it. I mean,
I agreed.
The 2 might, I can't quite tell if it goes past the 8 or not.
It's close.
It's got the bank.
So 7 here.
I could break it here, possibly.
Well, if the 2 goes, this is the way to get to it. And he's on the hill. This could be it. This would be the shot of the match. Shot for the match. Well, that answers that. 2 does not go in the side.
Yeah, right. He was trying to bump it. Yeah, and he doesn't look like he has a whole lot on it from that angle.
Right. Yeah, you can jump for the 3, but I guess you can play the bank cross side.
Right now, you think?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say
No. I think you jump the 3 to play shape.
Yeah, for the bank.
2. Yeah.
I see it now. Yeah. Go to the overhead and show him what we're talking about.
Boy,
and
yeah.
It does look like he's got the short cue going. So.
Yeah, it's too bad he's sitting on the rail. He could come out with a halfway decent safe with that, using that 2-ball and a stop shot, but being on the rail.
Yeah, this is one where you kind of got to flop it over.
Right.
Right? I mean, it's not
It's
tough, but...
Yeah, you almost want it to bounce twice or more before it hits the 3 or the rail.
Right.
Well, he looked uncomfortable on that jump.
Well, I'll tell you, Bill has not been real fortunate in this match to have a whole lot of just wide open runs. I don't think. He's always had work at the table every time he's gotten to it.
Yeah, that 14-11-9 is a mess. At least with the 15 and the 14, he can use the 13 to get to either of those. So we'll have to see what he's going to do.
Safety all day, I think.
Well, yeah, that's
just... Trying to move some stuff around a little.
Yeah, I think you play the 13. Well, I was just thinking stop and hit. You make the 15. It's just to play a stop shot. Put the cue ball behind the 14, but... No, he's
committed now.
Yep, gunslinger here. He must have a plan for the 9, the 11, or the 14. Oh, that's a good touch.
Yeah, he's got a good angle here too. Cut the 15 across to the side. He can tap into those
Yep.
3 on top.
And if you try not to get greedy and hold that cue ball and hit the 14, you get a nice shot for the, I'm sorry, yeah, for the 12 to go all the way down. Oh.
Undercut it just a little.
Boy.
I tell you, he's not going to be too disappointed with that lead, I don't think.
That touch at the end didn't do Mike any favors, did it?
No, suddenly you find yourself at the disadvantage.
Indeed. Well, I think you play to your strengths here and just try to play safe and get the cue ball on the head side of the table. See, I don't like this because now he gives him an opportunity to break up his
dead stick safety right here.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep. He must have heard you. Oh, is this 9 ball gonna
go right back almost? Yeah.
Like I was thinking it was gonna tap the cue ball and roll it just enough that he could see the 3.
I think he might be able to actually see the 3.
Oh
here.
yeah. Yeah, he could have locked him up a little bit better than that. I think he'd probably do that a little differently.
I don't know. Is he shooting at the 2? He might have the 2 in the corner even. He does.
Wow!
Oh, and he made it.
What
nice
a shot!
shot.
Little stop shot. Little stop shot here.
Boy, he banked that one.
I was gonna say 2 banks in a row. Is he gonna bank this one?
Had it just right.
There it is.
Well, I'll tell you, we've had a couple of really. Let's watch the finish of Mike's match there. Last 2 balls. A couple of stop shots, and we have a new Jester.
Indeed.
Mike Gaines.
Yep.
All right, well, congratulations to Mike. We want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you guys tune in to see the gentleman sitting next to me right here. Here, we'll go over here and say hi. And Mr. Anthony Sadlon going to play a little bit later in our night's match. Who's your challenger? Tom
Reinschmidt? Is that how you say it?
I think so. I'll have to check with Tom, too. So, but anyways, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Todd. Yeah.
Yeah, Todd.
That's it. But, oh, that's not us either. Look it. We got that wrong.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right,
We're here. That's all
close.
that matters.
All right, guys. So, see you guys.